What's up, Alphas? It's your boy Alphas, man. We here to talk about who booked it better, Vince McMahon, Triple H, or Tony Khan, the big three of wrestling. Let's talk about it. All right, it's your boy Alphas, man. Looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. And of course, I'm joined with the one, the only Afro Coming 765. How you doing today, Torre?
You already know. Your local neighborhood scumbag here to get folks daily dose of dirtbag. Same gimmick, different day, all gas, no breaks, cold heart, hot takes, ready to talk some wrestling. You already
And as you,
know.
and as you see, we got the questions at the bottom. The question will show up at the bottom. This is how this works. We will do this show probably every Tuesday about random topics. Hopefully you care about them and you will hit that like button and that subscribe button. But if not, you can still hit the like button, subscribe button when you care about something because we going over all the Rams. We're gonna probably do wrestling again and everything else. So we're gonna keep this up. We might do more than one show a week. We're gonna test this out. But you'll see the questions right here. When we pick, or y'all can help us pick if we tired or something. We'll have the pictures up here. Like this, the picture will show up. Shout out to Vince's picture. That's going to be Vince McMahon picture. Not shout out to Vince, but shout out to that funny looking picture. And then I will put on the board and mark the point for him. And overall, we have 10 questions. We won't make these shows too long, but let's get into it. And the first question we got: Who best booked? I don't know why it's twice. Who best booked fantasy matchups?
I hate to give anything to Tony
I
Khan.
did this first.
I hate to give anything to Tony Khan. I do. But if we're talking about who booked better fantasy matches, I mean, it's got to be the guy who gave us Daniel Bryan versus Kenny Omega. You know what I mean? Or the guy who I hate it so much.
By the way, that is my answer. That's my answer. Also, he does book fantasy well, so that's 1.2.
As long as you don't care anything about the story or fucking the background, as long as you are just in it to see two of your favorites wrestle, that's fine. Because like I said, there's even Darby Allin versus CM Punk. Fucking no one thought that they needed that match, but it was amazing. Same with fucking MJF CM Punk. Best dog collar match I've ever seen. And I've watched a lot of dog collar matches. Even attempted to be in one once. But but does it matter if the fantasy book matches are good if there's no story or follow up or
that's the only thing we asking now. Who booked the best fantasy? We're gonna get to others later, and we're gonna see how many points TK ends up with.
Triple H is getting there though, yo. Like Pete Wentz versus a good old Rascals match. I'm always a fan of that. Also, I mean, we're gonna get Julia versus Roxanne Perez at some point.
No, but Triple H does have the perk of Shawn Michaels being under him, so he's still gonna be on the Triple H.
Chef Michaels.
Chef Michaels. And so that gives him a big advantage because he does have Shawn Michaels. Again, HBK works under Triple H.
Chef Michaels be cooking, yo.
I'm saying, just like Bruce Pritchard, if y'all want to give him credit, works under Vince McMahon. Unfortunately, even if we want to give, even if we don't want to, even if we have a problem with some of Triple H booking, Shawn Michaels kind of makes up for some of that area in some way.
Yo, Joe Hendry versus Ethan Page was so much fun.
Hey, Ethan Page laughing at Trick Williams at the end after he had to count was amazing heel work.
But that's the thing, you know, that stuff shows me once again why TK can book fantasy matches. But like, you had Ethan Page for freaking multiple years, bruh, and didn't attempt. Like what Ethan Page got the TBS title for like a little 2-month run at some point, I think, after Scorpio Sky had it.
Speaking of, Tora just led us into our next question. Who best booked underrated talent?
Okay, now I saw this question beforehand, and I wondered, like, if they were booked really good, would they be underrated? Because I feel like if you book somebody well, they're going to get over, even if they're not, like, good in the ring. If they're booked well in the...
I'm going to put it like this. This is how I thought of this question when I presented it. I went with Vince McMahon. Why? Because another reason,
Who was underrated that Vince got over? Not The Rock or The Undertaker or Triple H or Shawn Michaels or Yokozuna.
This don't even have to do with like just people. He created moments for people that probably won't get the biggest moments that they get.
You know what? I take that back because I'll give you Vince McMahon got over fucking. We're past the 3-minute mark. Before I cursed. Mick Foley, by all stretches of the imaginations, never should have been as big a star as he was. And even though Vince wasn't openly on board with it from the beginning, he was smart enough to get behind it when it was blatantly obvious that he was going over regardless.
People are going to argue this, though. Because people are going to be like, oh, he had all this talent, but he didn't. Listen, he gave people moments. Kofi Kingston got a WrestleMania championship moment that he would probably never get.
Yeah, but he also got.
Tori, I got a quick Tori note. Is Kofi Kingston going to AEW and going to main event All In?
No, I'd hope not.
Is Kofi Kingston under Triple H going to main event any show?
Probably
any
not.
WrestleMania. Vince McMahon, all the person, they'll be like, hey, Kofi Mania, let's make this shit happen. I'm sorry, a lot of people going to disagree with it. Even though he squashed it at the end because he didn't give a fuck about it. But he made him
squash.
He threw that shit away.
6 seconds, bruh. Wasn't it 6 seconds, bro?
He threw it away. But he gave him an opportunity, gave him a big moment that they probably gonna forever be. And he did it multiple times with multiple people who probably like if you go back to the 90s, especially if you go to the 90s, he gave people who had Val Venus had no reason to be in spots he was in.
Choppy pee-pee.
That's what I'm saying. So I gotta give it him. Because I'm sorry, Triple H is probably the worst at this category.
I don't know because like Vince, I feel like Triple H is in his thing right now where he is legitimately booking to the masses. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what I'm saying. So if I'm telling you, if you like Bobby Lashley didn't have a plan, and he just like, yo, I ain't got nothing for you.
Bobby Lashley's also talking about going back to MMA, which could either be amazing or horrible.
Or fight Jake Paul. I saw that.
Oh God.
So I like Triple H is locked in to his stories, and I don't see it. Bro, Chad Gable, the crowd wanted Chad Gable. He said, nope. Gunther has to get beat by my guy Sami Zayn.
But I respect that though because I like Sami Zayn more than Chad Gable. I respect what Chad Gable's done, but Shorty G did a lot more damage for me than I thought. Like even with like this Wyatt Six stuff that he's doing, I'm like, yeah. But I mean, maybe this 8-man street fight next week will be a banger.
And for anybody asking about TK, Danhausen still sells like the second most merch, and he don't get on TV for the last 6 months.
No, he doesn't even like.
Danhausen sells more than everybody, and he doesn't get a shot at TV because again, TK like Triple H has got a plan, and he stick to that shit.
Yeah, unless he feels like the plan is going to be like he's going to get too much shit for it, which is why Will Ospreay didn't go over in Wembley.
So the winner is
go over Swerve.
This little weird creepy motherfucker right here. He does got to get a win.
I'll give you that. I'll give that.
Hey, y'all can argue. By the way, y'all can argue these in the comments if y'all think I'm wrong, or me or Tori. Me and Tori might disagree, but
I was gonna say I'll stick by Vince. Like I said, for a simple fact that Mick Foley got over big, and freaking, it's just, man. If you look at the sheer volume by numbers, like Vince was booking for so many more people. Like, think in the '90s in the Attitude Era, 25 million people were watching Monday Night Raw. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore.
Like I said, one thing about Vince, he will deviate from a plan, but he'll get back to it. But he'll deviate.
Oh yeah.
Brock Lesnar gonna be champion. Roman Reigns gonna be champion. Like I saw that Bryan Danielson interview, and he was like, "Yo, I want to belt." Like we gotta get Roman Reigns over.
He's like, "Nigga, Roman, look, you can have the belt, but I just need you to know you're gonna drop it to Roman Reigns."
Or you're gonna drop it to Brock, and then Brock gonna drop it to Roman Reigns, because that's what we need.
But either way, Roman Reigns is getting that belt.
Like I gave it to you. Now listen,
it's just a shame that it took Vince being ousted for Roman to really, really get over.
But I think, and also him telling Vince straight up that listen, if I ain't doing, it, I ain't coming back. Which is the story he told in his interview. Like, listen, I told him if I can't do it my way, I ain't coming back. That big dog weird crap y'all had me doing ain't gonna work. I need to be a mafia boss.
Yo, never forget bum ass Corbin was dumping dog food over Roman Reigns' head midway through 2019.
2019 was a horrible year.
It was bad. Bruh, the mascot suit for the big dog, like all that shit was just so atrocious.
They had that fake little fall down thing. Like, who did it? And Brian, damn, Brian was out here slapping and rolling. Oh, this is terrible. Like FTR was looking at the Uso, they were looking at the FTR naked.
Uzi hot, yeah. While they were shaving each other's backs in the shower.
2019 was a bad year. AEW was needed. I'm not gonna lie.
But here's the thing. Now I'd almost rather have them doing that again than the bullshit they're doing in AEW. Think about it. Nigga, Wembley just happened and it was a fucking bullshit rematch from the last year at Wembley, only we added the Acclaimed in to eat a pin. And then it was still FTR that ate the fucking pin.
Let's go. You more passionate. 2019 was bad. Ain't nothing.
No, terrible. I would take 2019 over that.
No, I would not.
No, look, I would look for FTR anyways. I would take them going back and shaving each other's backs than having another fucking match with the Hardley Boys.
The Hardley Boy? Well, I'm taking AEW way better. That was terrible. Let's go to the next one. Who best short-term storytelling? This one was a hard one for me.
Not Tony Khan. Low key, Triple H has gotten into his rhythm of doing these little like side questy storylines on Raw and SmackDown, and I sort of like them at certain points in time, even though they can get sort of left by the wayside if shit gets a little too hot and heavy on the other side of the card. But like, even it depends on what you're counting. What is short-term booking? Like a program that lasts less than a couple months or more than like what's the?
I'm gonna give mine to simply because Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
Over Femi and the Don had like a
that was such a good match though.
And all it started from was them interrupting each other, and because the Don was coming in from outside, and Oba Femi was doing an interview, and he just walked in front of him, and he felt offended. So Oba did the same thing to him the next week. So they started a feud over that, and it'd been like a month and a half, and that's the whole feud, and it's over with now.
And they blew it off with an amazing match, yo.
They did. Like, that's all the storyline was. It wasn't no intricate, deep story. It was like, hey, he interrupted me, I interrupted him. We both badasses. We gonna fight.
And we had to fight.
Oba went in his place and said, I can destroy everybody in this building. I don't care. You ain't putting me in no trunk like everybody else. And I was like, oh, he's the ruler.
I also like that Tony D'Angelo was the first person to ever kick out from the power bomb. I like that. Keep Tony. I mean, then he hit him with two more and it was over. But I mean, he kicked out the first one.
So the game gets one on the board.
Yeah, I'll give that off the strength of Chef Michaels.
I'm just saying, like Shawn Michaels will make small storyline that lasts. Jada Parker versus Roxanne was 3 weeks long.
I was just about to say that. I was about to be like, Jada and the whole smack the taste out of your mouth thing led right into the match perfectly. Get it out of the way.
And they started like a month ago when Roxanne said, "Look, it's a bunch of people I ain't beat yet," which led Ava to come up with the idea like, "Oh, let's give somebody a chance who never beat her." And Jada is 11-1 this year.
And that one came from the private. 11-2. Okay.
11-2 now, but she was 11-1 going in. She was on a 9-match win streak.
What they said, Oba Femi's on a 28-match win streak or something like that. 29 now after the Dawn.
He is, which is they show you black people be winning the show. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, Chef Michaels knows. Look, he makes sure the seasoning's right, yo.
Yeah, women and black people he gets right, and even Ethan Page.
Especially black, Canadian white dudes. Ethan Page.
Oh, and then Trick Williams made that PD song, which is somehow going viral on TikTok.
Listen, I watched that shit. I was like, why did Trick was just like, let me just get all the random women from NXT Why did Natasha Lyons have fucking nunchucks like in the video? I was like, this bitch just
He had his
walking around
girl
her bed.
in her thing jumped. I ain't gonna lie, he slept and jumped. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, shout out Lash Legend.
Shout out to Lash. Shout out to Trick.
But
Happy for you, man.
yeah, I was
in
like,
mind though, so.
And it was kind of weird just everybody calling him "you're a butch," which is crazy. Because like, what if the LGBTQ community takes umbrage with that? You know what I mean?
It's supposed to be a playoff. You a butch, but it's
no. But what if that? No, they're like, yo, what you got against butches, bruh? What if the Rainbow Riders roll down on the WWE? Is Seth Michaels equipped to deal with that? I don't know.
Listen,
but let my man
they signed Hulk Hogan. I don't know what's going on.
But let Pete Dunne live, yo. The man's a legend.
Let's get into the next one. Who best booked pay-per-views or PLEs?
Triple H. Oh, but I don't know, man. Vinnie Mac. Oh. But there's been some bad stuff that happened. But here recently, Triple H has the PLE formula down packed, you know. Like, you don't keep it at 5 or 6 matches, fucking 2.5, 3-hour pay-per-view. You don't need to keep people fucking locked in for 5, 6, 7 hours. There ain't no reason for that. Triple H has gotten so good at it. And like Vince got better at it at the time. That's why WrestleMania ended up starting being a 2-day thing, because he realized like asking people to sit for 8 to 10 hours in an arena is a little egregious. So,
I would also add a problem with this. I'm gonna go with whoever Tori goes. It was either for me Triple H or Tony Khan. I know Tori hates that, but his pay-per-views do hit.
Tony
his pay-per-views hit. I gotta get
no, not his matches on his pay-per-view hit. His pay-per-views as a whole do not hit. Matches on his pay-per-views hit. Did you watch All In? It did not hit. You know what?
The only thing I hated on All In was Mercedes and Britt Baker, because that.
One of the main.
It looked like Britt quit. I'm sorry, Britt looked like I don't want to be
the best. Look,
y'all cannot like Britt Baker, and y'all cannot. She quit on that match.
The thing that hurt me the most, though, yo, is that that's one of the first ever MJF pay-per-view matches that I didn't care for, and it was fucking MJF versus Will Ospreay. How does that match not hit? It's literally 2 of the best wrestlers in the world, but I didn't care because we did this stupid, obnoxious pro-America heel run for Max that just did not seem genuine. They was just super disingenuous, and not in a good way. You know what I mean? Not in like the heel way. Oh, I hate this guy. Like, except for like when he went on the interview run, but then he was sort of putting Will over because he roasted the WrestleMania guys for almost getting Will to change his All-In tattoo because they said the numbers reported were fake, but they weren't, but they were, and we all know that. But either way, yeah, Tony Khan books good matches on pay-per-views, but the pay-per-views as a whole, like I said, with All-In, where Will Ospreay versus MJF should have been like top tier. It was okay. Of course, Dave Meltzer is going to give it 6 stars because he's in his glazed Will Ospreay era.
Will Ospreay is Dave Meltzer. Oh, I did. I liked the match though. Toward it.
No, it was an okay match, but like it as good as Brian. Was it as good as Brian Danielson versus fucking Swerve? No. But even the ending of that was meh for me. Like that match was all the way good up until like the ending just left me wanting for more. But that's okay, I suppose.
You hate Hangman though.
I do hate Hangman, but he made sense here. That's the thing.
Did make sense.
He made sense. It made sense for Hangman to interfere. It completely and totally did. That man broke into your house and stood menacing over your newborn. You know what I mean? Yeah, you should want to fuck him over. I'm behind that. But even look, I'm a Mariah May stan. Like, yo. But wait, listen. It's something about look. You put a sexy blonde white girl on TV and you throw her in pink and have her do crazy wrestling moves. I'm probably gonna be a fan. So like, but I think Mariah May and Toni Storm, like that match could have been so much more, but it was good because freaking they both knew to play up to it, and like that just Mercedes versus Britt pissed me off so much. And then
That
for
match was
Mercedes,
bad. That match was
but then
bad.
for her to have the nerve to be like it was crowd fatigue. We were the third match from the end. I mean, listen,
To
if
be honest,
if
she just when Britt Baker was cooking, and then she got suspended, and then she got pissy.
but here's the thing. Even with that, Tony Schiavone, and I talked about this on Friday night. Tony Schiavone had the nerve when they were in that fucking stupid spot where fucking Britt's trying to put the mandible claw on fucking Mercedes, and she's trying to put the glove on, and Tony Schiavone can say, "Oh, if she can just get that glove on, she can win this." What the fuck does the glove have to do with her sticking her hand down this bitch's throat?
But that. Oh, by the way, I do want to say this because I had a chance. Joe Tessitore, when you went up and Drew McIntyre, it's Drew McIntyre in a hoodie. I'm like, thank you.
Look. I got a problem with that nigga because he had the nerve to call Torpedo Moscow a shoulder tackle. Okay, learn the finishing names, Joe. Okay, that was not a shoulder tackle.
So he
It
got
was
to remember all the
Torpedo
college football
Moscow.
names and wrestling names. It's a lot of work. he got a lot of
That
people names to remember.
look, but
he gonna
I'm
get he gonna get better. But he did
but
struggle. He struggled at times, but at times he was a magnificent.
that was the only thing that really. But we all know I'm an Elias stan. The Mad Dragon is top tier in my book, always will be. But that nigga said he hit him with a flying shoulder tackle. I was like, that's Torpedo Moscow. Fuck with what you gonna call the H bomb? A fucking goddamn falling fist? I don't know, but
he's getting
he's
gonna get a lot better. By the way, some certain moments it felt sporty, and I loved it.
I'm sure you did.
So who you giving this one to, Tori? Since I said it's between for me TK and Triple H, it's up to Tori now.
It's Triple H just because freaking he doesn't punish the fans with overly long pay-per-views, and that ends up killing the matches that should have been good because the crowd's just exhausted by the time they get to the main event.
By the way, if you disagree with us, hit that like and subscribe button. You come in next wrestling thing we do, next wrestling, who booked it, who did it better. Y'all can come and join and argue with me or Tori on your thoughts. Sometimes I'm gonna if I have a thought, I'm gonna give it to my co-host and see who we go with, and we're gonna pick like that. Because like I said, it's between Triple H and TK. Because I'm sorry, Vince shows sometimes book nonsense.
Look, if TK could just get his pay-per-views sub 6 hours, I might even fuck with him. But there's not a single AEW pay-per-view that's not at least 6 hours from pre-show to main event. And that is crazy.
Yeah.
Because most of them go longer than that. But I feel like if we did an average, they were probably more like 8 hours. Because now they do this weird 0 hour that's actually more like 2 hours. Then you give us 5 hours on the main card. That's almost a whole work day. You want people to sit and watch wrestling?
Yeah. So Triple H got 2. Vince McMahon 1, TK 1. We're gonna continue to see who get what. Next up, who best booked outside the plan?
I need a definition on what booking. So you talking about like booking on the fly? Like
yes.
Are we talking about
when
like
something go wrong and they need to make a show when injuries happen? Something that's
I think that would be Vince McMahon just because he had one of the deepest talent rosters at that point in time. You just had so many people that could fill in those spots. Like even though it feels bad to say, like when Stone Cold was injured for all that time, you had Triple H's, you had Rocks, you had Undertakers to fill the void. When the Undertaker was injured, you had those same people. And then as we got into Ruthless Aggression, you began to be able to rely on people like John Cena and freaking Randy Orton, and so the roster just got deeper. And like an injury, though it means a lot to the person, it doesn't mean as much like to the fan. That's sort of fucked up to say. I don't mean it like that, but you get what I'm saying. Like it's easier to fill the void when you had the kind of talent that Vince had access to in the late Attitude Era, early Ruthless Aggression.
Triple H, when Roman's gone, seems that SmackDown struggles a little bit. Even though he did book that amazing show when the flight happened, but that was off the fly. That was a
True.
good one. That raised him up. But when Roman Reigns not there, I'm like, what happened if Cody gets hurt? What do you do? How you gonna book that? And he hasn't had a lot of opportunities yet as the other two, but
True.
it's hard for me to get at TK. When they had some weak shows when MJF got hurt,
True.
I had to dock you some points for that. So when injuries happen to somebody out the plan, TK, you didn't book. So it's 2-2 right now. Vince 2.
Well,
Triple H
well,
2,
think about the way that he handled like. You could have handled the Kenny Omega situation. Like, there's no way that like Kenny didn't know that he had diverticulitis beforehand, and like he was gonna make, and you just didn't prepare for this at all. You just expected this dude to just work through it when it took Brock Lesnar down. No disrespect, Kenny Omega, but you're not like the apex predator. I just watched a video of fucking Brock Lesnar skinning a giant moose for his new seasoning line that he just came out with. That's crazy. Like, that guy had his colon cut out and then came back and fought some more. I mean, who knows if Kenny Omega ever bounces back from diverticulitis. So,
Adam Cole's story was hot. Then Adam Cole got hurt. It's kind of
yeah,
hard.
but
the Britt Baker Mercedes situation, when she got suspended, you didn't heat it back up. It got weak after that. So TK got a docky point.
But also he then when he knew Adam Cole was fucking injured, instead of just letting that be it, write him off TV and change course into something else, he still tried to use him, and that's why the whole devil thing fell flat. Because he refused to correct the course, and now we're forever gonna think, oh, the devil was fucking, it was the common denominator. It was Adam Cole, just like we all thought, and even though Adam Cole couldn't wrestle, we still did this stupid reveal. Like, why wouldn't you could have look, there were so many ideas on the internet, yo, that freaking on who the devil could have been, and Tony loves fantasy booking so much, he could have pulled any indie wrestler he wanted.
I would have loved Eddie Kingston to be it.
Yeah, yo, anyone he wanted to be the fucking devil, but he had to stick to his guns. Adam Cole, who can't fucking wrestle, has like, this broken foot's been plaguing this man for over a year at this point now. Like,
speaking of, let's go to the next one. Who best booked moments?
Oh, so we gave that one to Vinnie Mac, right?
Yeah, we gave it to Vince.
Okay.
Who best booked moments?
That's Vince again.
I got it. This is crazy, but I agree. When I did this, I did not think Vince was going to get this many, but when I think about it.
Yo, I mean, because, listen, I still stand by this every time, yo. Freaking the two best back-to-back WrestleMania matches of all time, 26 and 27, fucking Undertaker and HBK back-to-back, yo. That nigga, those are two of the best wrestling matches ever. Point period.
Rock Hogan, John Cena, Rock.
And even
unfortunately for the other two, Vince gonna win some of these like this because they ain't had the time.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, Vince just has so much time booking that like it's hard to, and like we're just now coming up on maybe close to a decade since Triple H first started. Like, when did NXT start? Because that's when I feel like Triple H's booking started. NXT started, and I mean like the brand NXT, obviously, not the game show.
Let's see, when did this
start?
Because
like I
2010.
Like, okay, so just over almost 15 years Triple H has been booking as compared to Vince's 30, 40 plus and TK's 5.
Yeah, so he got a lot of advantages, unfortunately, but
yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, I still ain't seen many moments. Vince could make a moment with. I still go to the Kofi Kingston moment. Like, I still go to that. Like,
but if you got to go,
bro, I saw black men cry on TV.
I saw black men cry when the Undertaker streak was broken.
That's all it did. Vince was under that too, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I'm sorry, I know people want to say Eric Bischoff, and Eric Bischoff is not going to.
Yeah, bro, we ain't go look. Those 83 weeks just wasn't enough, bro.
I'm sorry.
Them 83 weeks just ain't.
TK got more time than you got, so you ain't gonna.
Yeah.
TK got more than you got.
That's crazy.
So I'm just saying, Y'all can't be on the list if Tony Khan got more time than you. So.
But
And that's not this.
I do want to shoot Eric Bischoff some bail though, because he was dealing with like some of the most high-strung, drug addict, prima donna wrestlers in existence at that point in time. Like their importance was inflated to the utmost at that point. Think about it.
They should call that a deal with
the Click, fucking Hulk Hogan, yo, like these niggas are all fucking roided out, got GHB in their system, fucking goddamn Macho Man's running around doing cocaine, fucking you got the Click probably doing all sorts of illicit drugs and fucking making everyone else's life harder because fucking Kevin Nash and Scott fucking Hall were both dickheads. R.I.P. Scott Hall. I'm still a Razor Ramon fan, but
I love Razor Ramon.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? Like, so I do want to shoot Eric Bischoff that little bit of bail because he was dealing with like some of the worst, most self-important niggas in the industry, and they had the contracts to make them feel that way too.
Let's do the next one. Who best booked a one-time show, just a one-off? Let's just book the best show we can make.
Okay. Do we give Evolution to Triple H, or does that count as a Vince thing? When did Evolution happen? If it's post 2010, which I'm pretty sure it is, I say we give it to Triple H.
Y'all let us know in the comments. Who should we give that to? Should we give Evolution to Triple H?
Like low key and the Cruiserweight Classic too. Do we give that to Vince, or do we give that to? Because Cruiserweight Classic is one of the best one-off events that fucking. We got fucking Brian Kendrick versus Kota Ibushi in that shit. One of the most underrated matches ever, folks. If you haven't seen it, go and watch their match from the Cruiserweight Classic. I mean, the fact that Kota Ibushi was in the WWE ring to begin with, you know what I mean? Let alone putting a banger on with Brian Kendrick and also what's Big Swole's husband's name? Oh, Cedric Alexander. Kota Ibushi had an amazing match, but I don't know who because like Vince don't care about little dudes, so I don't feel like I want to give him credit for the Cruiserweight Classic. And like same with
Vince
like
Greenlit, according to this, Vince greenlit Triple H's ideas, so I'm gonna give it to Triple H.
Okay, then I give it to
according to this paper. Now y'all can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but according to this paper I read.
But yeah,
which means it's Triple H's idea. I said book, not who in charge of it. Who booked it?
Yeah, who booked it? Who made the matches? Who set up the? So if
and the only reason we ain't giving that to Vince, I know I gotta explain it too. Only reason I said Shawn Michaels is on Triple H. Shawn Michaels ain't been the head in charge yet, so I'm still he can't be. You know what I'm saying? So Triple H got to get his own achievements.
So yeah, if we're giving the women's Evolution and the Cruiserweight Classic to Triple H, then it's Triple H.
Give him Triple H. Let me know if y'all agree in the comment. You know, Vince would be
those are two single matches, and I think you can look on the internet to this day and find people saying, "Oh, we should have another Evolution. Oh, we should have another Cruiserweight Classic."
I was gonna give this to Vince because of the Monday night after Raw, the Raw after Mania, but then the last one ruined it.
Oh, it was bad.
Completely butchered it. So he lost it. You had it, but you lost it. Then he also had a big one-time show when Big E won the championship randomly on a show that he just proclaimed as a mega show. Here's a mega show. and there it is. It's a great show. It's gonna be great. But again,
if they didn't do another Winter is Coming, like I might even shoot TK some. Like if the first Winter is Coming where Sting fucking popped out, that shit was iconic. And back when like AEW was decent. It's so crazy, because I look at my memories. I look at my memories sometimes, and like 2019, 2020, when we first started doing wrestling shows, like I was pro AEW, bro. I was like, oh, Tony Khan's doing his thing. We're having, and like then I look and like it's like 2022, like end of 21, end of 2022 on. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? It's so sad because I
remember saying that Roman Reigns is carrying him ahead of them by himself, and that's the only reason AEW is dominant. But
yeah,
I I also think they started having a few problems when the Matt Hardy thing
and
happened and
now
got
they
weird and started
oh
slowly going
yo
down.
when Matt Hardy took that fall off of the fucking forklift thing and fucking
It started getting weird. Some stuff started being iffy, but overall, I'm gonna
the
give it.
first time I saw Sting jump off a balcony turned me off too. I was like, I understand even if he wants to. That dude's like the same age as my mom, bro. 65 years old jumping off a balcony is crazy.
So if y'all can't see, TK1, Vince 3, Triple A 3. TK had a chance to be in 2, but he's not quite there yet. And he's looking like he's going backwards. We'll see in the future because he can't get there. We will probably do this in a year from now to see if it's improved or changed. Because again, Vince got so many years on him and a lot of stuff that's kind of we got to keep doing it. We can't just be like, oh, it's
you
one
gotta
time.
think Vince got what from 80 something
I'm saying.
to fucking 20.
We got to do this like once a year. So in September, I think we'll probably do it around Labor Day. The first week of Labor Day, we'll start doing these shows every time. Who booked it better? That's gonna be our annual time. Even though we, like I said, we can still do a lot of more wrestling shows. So remember to like and subscribe. Next week, I don't know what it is. Probably maybe anime, maybe TV shows. We'll let y'all know. Just so if y'all hit that like and subscribe button, I will update y'all probably this weekend on what we'll decide to do and get the team together. See what we'll do on who did it better. Keep it 99. Anything you want to say before we go to the next one, Tor? So we got 3 more.
No, it may suck that Vince is getting so many points, but like you just said, like he's got so much more time. It just is what it is. That doesn't mean like we're not out here on Mark Henry levels saying like, oh, they weren't complaining when they were getting $1 million in BMWs. They weren't too abused, but yeah, Vince is.
By the way,
Vince
and you can't call Vince, and you can't do it recent because Vince not around.
Yeah, Vince hasn't been in charge.
If it was NXT, Triple H was fully in charge, Vince, we could still do it, but
yeah,
it's not like that. So unfortunately, we had to go off history and over the years, and we only can go what we go with.
Vince died hard, and he's still alive, but he went out burning hot, yo. Like he was ready to burn everything down. Luckily, TKO was ready to buy him out, but sheesh.
Yeah, we're going to the next one. Who best booked megastars? And unfortunately,
I hate this so much.
You have to, and I had to ask this, and I'm like, but you gotta ask it because that's part of booking.
Yeah.
And the other two just ain't got enough time, but like I said, we're gonna revisit this.
But you gotta think about it, yo. Like the list is so long. Like I said, Rock, Austin, Taker.
I had to make a
Rock, Austin, Taker alone. Think about those three. Think about The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and The Undertaker are 3 figures that managed to transcend wrestling. It didn't, nigga. If you did not watch wrestling, fucking, you still knew who The Undertaker or Stone Cold or The Rock was. Even I'd go so far as to say the same about D-Generation X, just because so many kids across I was definitely in the 2nd grade throwing out crotch top, like, suck it. So like that, even with, but I mean, it's Triple H and Shawn Michaels, 2 biggest stars the industry's ever produced. That is the meme. But yeah,
this is an automatic. You got to put this in there, though. Unfortunately, I had to put this in there. I didn't want to. I tried to think of something else, but you have to because they're part of booking. And like I said, Vince had more time.
He also had like the next level talent. Yeah. Listen, Vince stole everybody's talent. I sound like an old territory booker, but like it's the truth. Vince went out and he offered more money to more people than the other competition could even keep up with, and that's how he ended up with freaking Hogan, and freaking he got lucky with the Undertaker, and just like the stories that go on of how even think about Teddy.
Worst enemy made the Undertaker, and it's still hilarious to me.
Yeah, that's
the person you just like the most in all of wrestling made your favorite.
Literally my favorite wrestler of all time. And I've literally actively campaigned for Vince McMahon's heart to stop beating.
Not Vince. I'm talking about Bruce. Wasn't it Bruce?
Yeah,
Kevin Dunn. Bruce. Yeah, Bruce let's name him the Undertaker and get Mark Calloway on the phone. I'm like, what? Because Vince gonna have him doing the Turkey Man or whatever it was. The goop,
No,
the gobbling
no,
goop.
no, he wasn't gonna have him be the gobbledygooker. God damn it, let's not do that. But
And Bruce Pritchard saved it and said he's gonna be
Taker
the
was worried
Undertaker.
about that. He thought he was gonna be the Eggman. Because remember, it was just an egg that was carried around from state to state on wrestling shows. God, the '90s was fucked up. Especially the early
And Bruce
90s.
Pritchard like, we're gonna make a Undertaker and make a character of a dead man. I'm like,
I think niggas forget that like he was a Western character to begin with. Like he was supposed to be like the old Undertakers that like built the coffins for the duels that happened in the Wild West.
and that's
Which
why
is
y'all bring a coffin around.
That's a very Vince gimmick, though. You know what I mean? So Bruce knew who he was booking to. He was like, Vince will love this shit, and sure enough, he's a dead man that can from the Wild West that can shoot lightning from his fingers. Let's do it.
Triple H probably he booked Roman Reigns real well. You could argue about he's booking Gunther real well, which we could go to in the future. It ain't quite there.
True.
CM Punk being booked well. TK booked MJF well for a while. Kenny Omega he booked well. That's about it. I'm being honest.
CM Punk's also looking healthy. He's had fucking 2 physically taxing matches with Drew McIntyre and no injuries that we know of so far. We're probably gonna get the blow off match at Bad Blood, and then if we do get Gunther and Punk at
if you go off wins and losses, Young Bucks been well, but I'm sorry, they're booking themselves, and that ain't fair to me. I'm not gonna give them credit.
Yeah,
I'm not giving Hulk Hogan credit in WCW for booking himself well. I'm not doing.
Yeah, especially like when they're not like they're booking themselves well from their perspective, but it's just bullshit from like the fan perspective. There's a reason why AEW is not holding more than fucking 750K viewers on.
By the way, for y'all that want AEW to go away, I'm sorry. I do. That's more money for more wrestlers. I'm always supporting.
Yeah, I'm never gonna look.
I hope they got to be known. There's more money for more wrestlers. Y'all gotta stop.
Yeah,
that is crazy. You ain't really a fan of wrestling if you want AEW to go away. I know Tori Harsh on him, but he just want him to hire better bookers. That's it.
That's all I want because he's got all the talent in the world, bro. He's got some of the best wrestlers on the face of the earth on his roster. He just needs to find somebody to direct them in the proper way. He said he got a
27-person team now, but I don't know how it works.
Yeah, but listen, he could have just hired Gabe Sapolsky before Triple H decided to hire him back.
I ain't gonna lie though, if you one of them 27 people came up with the Mariah May Tony Storm storyline, they should be your head. They should be your head right.
Yeah, but like it just...
to tell Mariah May the storyline beforehand and she to lure her away from WWE because you told her the storyline and then succeed in the storyline.
Yeah.
By the way, that's the one storyline that gets millions all the time. By the way, that's the one storyline that always gets millions.
Yeah, I'm a Mariah May stan though. Like she's top tier. That's top tier milk right there.
For anybody that don't know, right now that's the score of Triple H 3, Vince McMahon 4, TK 1. TK has some close ones, so you got a chance to change it in the future. Let's see. But who best booked long-term storytelling? I'm sorry, we don't have to ask.
That's Triple H. Nigga, 4 years, the tribal chief. Like, nigga. There ain't no...
The CM Punk, Drew McIntyre storyline been amazing.
Yeah.
That's very long-term.
That's real long-term. I mean... Even look and it's just Triple H. There ain't no.
The Gargano's Ciampa storyline in NXT.
Yeah, true. Like as long as they turn on each other eventually, but I'm so tired of seeing that. But I'm almost convinced at this point, like the greater audience at large just doesn't fuck with DIY, and that hurts. But like, if they can both get good singles runs out of this,
they've been rocking with them lately though.
Yeah, but
that's because their match has been amazing though, and this.
Well, that's
Andrade also has been getting over with Carmelo.
I mean, look, Johnny Shameface. He looks super bland, but he doesn't wrestle bland.
But like they Street Profits match was hot last week, so
yeah.
And I sat there and looked at it like
I still look.
Why y'all see the reason they can't get over because you keep putting a belt with the Bloodline and Judgment Day and the tag title don't mean
but low key, look, and I hate that this is the way we had to get GOD tag champ, but like
he given to him by the Tribal Chiefs.
But
fake
it
church.
low key tracks. It low key
Yeah,
tracks.
Jacob Fatu could not be in that group and never expect him to lose.
I was gonna say he needs to be a singles wrestler, and that just is what it is.
And
I
God,
think
if y'all don't know, I know we like to make fun of Tua because I believe he does it on purpose at this point. I think he does some of that stupid shit on purpose. It gotta be. I think he messed up with the KO low blow, and now he's memeing at this point. He messed up that one. That was not on purpose. That low blow, he just messed up.
Look, it's like Spawn people going back and looking at like his most, and any wrestler that's actually wrestled for any amount of time, especially in this modern day age, there's gonna be some botch footage. You know what I mean?
He's starting to do this.
So they've been cutting together like all of his biggest botches, like they.
He's getting over on it though, because people know him.
Yeah, if he gets over with it, he gets over with it.
That's the funny dude. That was the guy. Nah, man, nah. That meme is hilarious on TikTok. Nah, you think you slick, Jenny? You think you slick, Charlie? I'm like, what you say? He say Charlie?
Yeah.
Nah, man, nah.
But I keep on seeing this video. It's the video of him when he made like his TNA debut like 6 years ago or something.
Was that the one with Drew McIntyre and
Drew McIntyre and LA Knight. Yeah. And he's like, my name's Mikey and I'm the son of Haku. And I'm like, oh, that's not very flattering, Mikey. Oh, but I was like, Tongaloa is a way better name though. Like, but if they bring in Hikuleo as Tala Tonga, if they actually call this man Taller Tonga, I might be done. Because they have in fact trademarked the name Tala Tonga. But like, god damn.
Like I said, if y'all disagree with some of the stuff we say, like and subscribe, hit us in the comments, let us know how you feel. Like I said, we will revisit this.
Want Hikuleo to be named Tala Tonga, and then just keep that to yourself. Because I don't want to interact with anyone that thinks that that's clever.
So right now, we're gonna do some tiebreakers, I guess. But right now, it is 4-4-1 Triple H.
Damn, we look like some fucking we look like WWE.
So to break this, I want to do something. Who best books tag teams? It ain't even on my list because I just need some tiebreakers. And unfortunately, no, because I'm sorry. I
would have. No, fuck that. Because he's done nothing with these. Look at the state of the AEW tag division right now. It is in shambles. It is garbage. It is bad. I refuse to give. No, look. I don't care. Look, you can give me Tongaloa's boxes. I don't want to see FTR versus the Young Bucks.
They ain't bringing up on the show. These dudes ain't defending the tag titles since they won it.
It don't look.
They don't even show up with the tag titles no more. And I'm talking about Judgment Day.
No,
they lost yesterday. They don't even come out. And Vince, I'm sorry, Vince books the world champion to beat the tag teams and squash them every week.
Yeah, but TK has done nothing but recycle and reuse the talent so much that it doesn't matter anymore.
At least they look like
no, they don't.
They recycle trash champions.
Did you watch?
I don't even know they're champions with these two.
Bruh,
I forget they even Tori, if I didn't tell you Judgment Day was a champion, would you remember?
Yes.
Oh, you wouldn't remember that.
I would definitely, nigga. Finn Balor, the father of the Bullet Club. You don't think me as a Bullet Club nigga? I'm not gonna remember whenever Finn Balor has gold. Come on.
He don't even break. He don't even. I'm going with TK.
Look, you can go with TK, but look, folks, go back and look at the last tag defenses of the AEW. Look at the last year. I'll give you one better. Look at the last 2 years. Okay, since they didn't put the belts on the Acclaimed. When since they didn't call the audible and Keith Lee and Swerve versus the Acclaim, the tag division's been garbage except for a good match every once in a while. And then he's too dumb to even put it on a pay-per-view. He sits there and gives the match away for free, and then surprisingly,
the other two do the same thing. When the last time a tag man would defend it by him?
No, listen though. Listen, what I'm saying. TK is putting.
They can't even get on Raw.
Nigga, they're not putting on the best matches though. TK gave away the best tag team match I've seen in a decade for free. Did not pop a rating. FTR versus the Bang Bang Gang before G4. The best tag team match of the decade. And I'll stand on that hill. And he threw it away for free. I'll be damned I say he books the best tag team. Fuck that.
He booked them.
No, that's the thing. He didn't
booked
book
it for
them
free, but
right.
he booked them.
He
They don't
look,
even book tag team.
bruh, no. He's just wasted so much. Think about, look, if you want to talk about a standard of quality drop off, if we were talking about TK's booking of the tag team division 2-3 years ago, I give you this no problem. No problem at all. We're talking right now, TK's fucking tag division is a joke. There's no one credible.
Vince had the greatest tag division ever, and they squandered it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Fucking
Bubba Ray, Jeff Hart, they had they gave them a match every
Vince had all the
WrestleMania.
singles talent to make up for that, though. TK doesn't, and he still squanders it. He still could have. He has one of the best tag divisions in the world, and books them like shit week after week. But he doesn't have.
Don't even book at all tag team.
Listen. But he doesn't have any singles wrestlers or any other feuds to fill the void. Because you have to admit, for a long time, the only good thing people had to say about fucking AEW was its tag team. That is not the consensus anymore at all. That's all I'm saying.
So who we going? I gotta go with TK.
Look, you can give it to TK. I give it to Triple H. Even if he doesn't feel like booking him, at least he knows he has a fucking enough talent and enough storylines to fill the fucking void to where it doesn't matter. TK books his fucking goddamn. He books his tag teams like shit. He books his tag teams like shit, and then still expects them to be able to carry the slack of his other lax booking, which is just horrible. That's why niggas don't give a fuck about the FTR versus fucking the Young Bucks. That's why people don't give a fuck about the Acclaimed anymore. Fucking, that's why people don't that's why he had to break up fucking Jurassic Express, and both of them are lackluster. You got fucking Jungle Boy.
Like to learn a tree. I hate to learn a tree.
Listen, Jurassic Express, I'd have rather had them niggas as a tag team than the bullshit they've done since you split them up. Like, I've watched TK ruin tag team after bruh, I don't give a fuck at all.
All right, let's go over to it and start. So then ruin what to say. All right. Who is the best book? Because I ain't got nothing else. That's it. So who the best book is going to be? It's out of them two. Sorry, TK. You ain't got no points. 4-4, Triple H, Vince McMahon.
Because, look, I've wished death on Vince McMahon so much. There's no way he could be the best booker in my eyes.
I agree.
I was the face guy, be Triple H.
Triple H win because it's Vince, man.
Triple H gave us the golden black era, 2014 to 2017. Some of the best years. He completely and totally changed the independent fucking market. Some say for the better, some say for the worse. But it's gotta be Trips. I don't care if we sound like
Shawn Michaels cooking because he gave us Obafemi. He did something Vince could never do. He gave us a viable big man since Andre Giant.
Yeah.
So Big Show, Vince ruined Big Show.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, we watched Big Show get knocked out by Floyd Mayweather. Come on, bruh. Weight classes. Look, I fuck with goddamn Floyd Mayweather, but like he's not knocking out the Big Show at any point in time.
Yeah. So our winner is of the Best Booker Award, 5-4-2. Triple H, the game.
A tenuous 2. I want to put that out there. A tenuous 2. Low key should have been 1, but we're shooting. I guess we're just gonna count the earliest years of AEW, and like that'll let him. I'll justify.
Technically, them years Vince was still in charge and he left. So
yeah, man, it just sucks how good AEW was as opposed to now, and like arguably now they have way better talent than they did then. So it's sort of fucked up.
So anything else you got before we finish the show?
Chris Jericho's entry into AEW is what really killed it. If I think back, like when that nigga showed up, it all was downhill from there, and they made him the first champion.
So the first show they ever had. But don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. Tori, anything else before you go? We get out the show.
Watch wrestling, folks. Even if you're into AEW, still watch all wrestling if you can, or unless you don't want to. But like, let's just we gotta stimulate the wrestling community so it's not so we're way too split up, and like that's the problem. Like, we all got to get blocked by the same wrestlers. If we're all blocked by fucking other wrestlers, we'll never be able to see any of each other's shit. So.
FTR will block you easily. So
yeah, FTR bald and FTR fucking drunk.
They will block you 100% quicker. Tori might get blocked just for saying it.
Yo, I fuck with FTR. I fuck with Dax and Cash, but
they love block. They'll block you for barely even talking.
Yo, listen, I've been blocked by Ryback. I've been blocked by Ref Aubrey. I've been blocked by fucking. I got blocked. I found out recently I'm blocked by Jeff Jarrett. I don't even fucking know why. I don't even fucking know why.
You took his gimmick. You took his gimmick. You get yourself with a real.
Yo, a shoot guitar, taking shoot guitar shots. He was like, oh, this kid's not good enough to work with a gimmick guitar. You taking shoot guitar shoots, block.
All right, it is your boy Laugh-A-Zell, man. We getting out of here. I appreciate y'all. See y'all next Tuesday. If you love this type of show and you want to see more wrestling related, we mandatory might do this every Tuesday. If not, we'll do the random show every Tuesday and move another show to Thursday. If y'all like this show, Thursday we'll do another thing, and then we'll do this on Tuesday. If y'all don't, if y'all want to keep it wrestling, like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments right now that y'all love it on Tuesday. Y'all love it wrestling related. Y'all want to keep it wrestling. Who did it better? This is your boy Laugh-A-Zell, and we're out of here.